Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, before you know it, football season will be right here. Let's talk with the Crestwood Comets, Lance Blass. He started the last 2 years. He's going to be a junior this coming season. Lance, you've had a lot of success with the Comets. First thing I'm going to ask you is a lot of that senior leadership has gone, but tell me about what you've learned from some of those seniors the last couple of years. They really did a good job leading.
Yeah, absolutely. We couldn't really have asked for a better group of guys last year, seniors, to help us lead. And they really made it easy for not only myself, but the other leaders for this upcoming team to fulfill their positions. So I'm really looking forward to this year and stepping into more of a leadership role.
Well, you guys have a nice class coming back. Not only you as a junior, but there's some seniors going to be this year for the Comets that are good leaders. And you guys have some talent back that I think you guys could cause some noise again. So tell us a little bit about some of the guys. Let's first talk about some of the players that are back up front that you're excited about on that offensive and defensive lines.
Yeah, we got Noah Keita back on the offensive and defensive line. He's definitely started for us last year. Did a lot of good things. He'll be moving out of his center role this year and be more of a tackle for us. And I'm really excited about him. He's a great guy, great leader, and he's going to do really good things this year. Not that he hasn't, but he's gonna really step up this year.
And then when we head to the skill guys, you're one of the skill guys that the expectations will be high from, but there's a handful of other guys that could do it and really have some wheels to them.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Tanner Taylor back in the backfield. He did great things for us last year. He played a great role, not necessarily being the go-to guy, but when we needed him, he really came through for us. And we got Connor Shalofsky, receiver. He started the past 2 years. He did really well last year. He's a guy who just goes after the ball, and you really like to have him out wide. He's a great player.
How about your role this year? Tell us a little about, I'm sure the coaches are going to put a little bit more on you as well this year. Last year, really played that center field position defensively, and then, of course, offensively, you had some skill there as well. You expect a little bit more on your shoulders this season?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Defensively, I'm pretty comfortable in my role, but this year I'm expected probably myself to step up more on the offensive side of the ball. With Jay and Frank and all them leaving, I think I'm going to have to step up a little bit this year, and I'm going to do whatever my team needs me to do, whatever coach tells me I got to do. I'm going to be ready for it.
Tell us a little about one of your other teammates, Seamus Rother, what he brings to the table and his expectations this season.
Yeah, Rother's a great leader. He's played outside linebacker for us last year. He's also going to step up on offense for us. He's a great leader, great guy to be around, great work ethic. He's really good to have to push the guys in the weight room and on the field. He's a great leader.
We're talking about Lance Blass, who is a junior this year for the Crestwood Comets. Got some accolades after the season last year, well-deserved for him. Lance, when you talk about some of these younger guys, as you have mentioned, you're taking a little bit more of a leadership role. Tell us about some of these upcoming guys that you see, maybe some other sophomores coming in this year, some freshmen or some other juniors that are going to be expected to have a little bit more on their shoulders this season.
Absolutely. Garrett Maxey's a guy who, didn't start for us last year. Really didn't even get a lot of reps. But I'm expecting, big things out of him, maybe on the defensive side of the ball more, because, we lost both corners last year. I think he's a good leader, really works hard. We got another guy, Josh Malcolmus. He's actually new to the team this year. He actually didn't play last year, but great athlete. He plays basketball for Crestwood. Great athlete. He's going to do good things this year. Another guy who worked really, really hard in the weight room in the offseason. And, there's really too many guys to talk about. Our whole team is just full of guys who are willing to work hard and earn their spot.
Well, Lance, I know you're working hard right now over the summer, getting ready for the upcoming season with Coach Myers. We appreciate your time and wish you well this coming season.
Thank you.
Lance Blass from the Crestwood Comets here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.